Hi Divine Souls, welcome to your Twin Flame reading. So what we're seeing here is we are in, for both the masculine and the feminine, in alone time. We have Vega here. That means that perhaps in the situation there is a separation, a no communication. But truly, the masculine and the feminine long for their home, which is within their own souls, which is his soul, her soul, in which they are one, part of the same home. And some of you might be considering embracing family. There's a sense of the masculine and the feminine truly wanting a family together or feeling like family. Family issues could also be part of this situation on the masculine or the feminine side. But what we're seeing here is that definitely for Twin Flame, there's a mission, there's a way showing. And the two of you have a heart that is supposed to guide others. But for that, there's a need to come back to the womb, this alone time, to figure out what this relationship has shown both of you. What it is that it is showing to you as well. Way showing is that you're the leader, that you are supposed to bring up enlightenment, illumination, higher state of consciousness to other humans. But also for that, there's a need to see through our own self and commit ourselves to that deep work. And definitely that's the intensity of the Twin Flame journey, because as we are home with each other, we are triggered to find the home within ourselves first. And here we see the key to your freedom: healed inner child, create inner safety, self-kindness. It's exactly that. I could be talking to a divine feminine here, but it feels like I'm talking both. This reading feels like it's for both. Because, again, we are mirrors, right? But you who is watching, who you are watching, there's a definite need here to find that space of healing within you, the depth of love. We have dolphins here, two dolphins that, are linked. We see light that is linking the two wings here. Not wings, but I don't know how you say that. There's a let go of fear to jump into love. Let go beyond attachments. So as hard as this separation is, divine soul, it is asking of you that you find in this womb, this core of your essence, and that you dive into that love beyond the attachment that you would have for your physical masculine or feminine in this 3D dimension. There's a sense here of being able to recognize that as much as that three-dimensional link connection is strong, there's a need to dive deeper within yourself here. And the fear, the attachment, all of those 3D issues need to be let go of, so that you can both embrace this family, which is your twin, and thus then create perhaps a family in this three-dimensional field that doesn't repeat patterns, toxic patterns from the past here. The womb came here as well, and that is signifying here that from this healing crisis that you're going through, this purging, you are birthing, being born anew. You have birth and expansion here, and number 13 calls to the death card of the tarot. So this rebirth taking place, where you're allowing only spiritual sovereignty, where you're rising higher and higher here, and learning to nurture. Nurture who? Yourself. Because as you nurture yourself, you nurture your twin, and that energy is felt throughout. Remember, the two dolphins here are connected through this filament of light. I don't know if you can see here. So, as you learn to nurture yourself, you find your core, your essence, and the pulse of life within you. This drive, this passion, that is only yours. And some of you might have visions or, dreams. Perhaps the two of you, because of the three-dimensional separation, are connecting here in the 5D. But we have here a clarity through darkness that is coming because of the blessing of this space, this creating space here, and getting into the core again, the nectar. As well, this is signifying that the both of you are the nectar each other, and know that this is the masculine talking here. But the feminine, especially, needs to come back into a space of unconditional love within. You have shine your light, wise action, space for grace, Kuan Yin. This is the goddess of compassion. And so this has to do with, perhaps it was hard to have this no communication, but this is a confirmation that it was the wise action. And to not, they're saying to keep that space, even if it's hard and you want to reach out and you want to, all that. They are talking about this alone time. The first card of this deck that came was alone time. And so even though it might feel like you're in the forest and it's dark and there's, a lot of bushes, trees, and it's all, meshed up here, we do see a portal here. A portal. And it's within, it's the womb. It's dark, but in the womb it's dark. But in this darkness, you can see. There's two owls here, two hands, mirroring each other, twins. And so, to touch this nectar, we see the hand here, to touch the nectar, is to get to the essential core within our own soul, to the true truth, agape. And we definitely see here, definitely a twin flame card, the vow. There is here two hands like this, could be the feminine, and then you have also the two other hands of the masculine like this around. And you have this kind of condor flying, connecting to spirit here, rising, the 5-dimensional field. So definitely in this situation we're seeing a rising, but this rising can only happen because there is a diving. Remember the depth of love, a whole lot of love here, but there needs to be a recognition of what this love is, special love is for the twin flame journey, because it's definitely peace beyond survival. It's no longer the three-dimensional fight, competition, you know, all of the lower frequency energies of jealousy, of drama. It's about peacemaking through inner peace. So how can you make peace with your twin? Is by making peace within you. Resolving ancient splits. So those splits, those fragmented parts of our soul that needed to be repaired so that the union can actually happen in a graceful way. And for that to happen, there needs to be the space for grace. Now look, right to love and be loved, heart healing, opening the heart. Definitely a whole lot of love again here that we're seeing. But we are learning to open our true heart. The masculine is learning what it is, deeper in its emotions. They are opening up to that. While the feminine is learning to direct that love, that emotion towards herself. Okay? So here they're asking you to have a deep trust, you being initiated. Deep healing, reconnection with all. Number 9 could be very significant for some of you. But this initiation, again, happens deep down. We have the well here, the wisdom of the well, with the dolphins, you know, in the waters of emotions. It happens with this purging, with this healing crisis. But there's a need to trust the process, to trust this twin flame journey. Because, and we are finishing here with 11, old timelines are collapsing, insights, higher self embodiment, definitely rising, expression. So we have 2 dolphins here that are interconnected, and we see here that there is resolution, that there is all of those timelines where you were in a state of separation are collapsing right now, and you are rising to this all-encompassing love, all-encompassing unity, because you too have been through this fire of transformation, the phoenix rising from the ashes, radical purification, violet flame, surrendering, resurrection, definitely a resurrection, a rebirth, and a surrender that needs to happen. A surrender to the moment, a surrender to the healing process, and a surrender to the love, to the heart, opening, deepening. Right? Now, let's get into a little bit of tarot here. My twin flames, please. We have here a Knight of Swords and a Knight of Wands. So, very rapid fire, energy, communication, action. Someone coming in for communication. Someone full of passion, full of desires. Coming in with the truth, with the sword. Because someone here doesn't want to miss the opportunity. We have the 4 of Cups here that was reversed. They want this Ace of Wands. This is a beautiful, new, passionate, new beginning here. And so I'm feeling that those 2 knights are describing what the masculine is feeling, thinking right now, because it's showing up with holding the wand that they chose, which has, you know, those white flowers here, which is purity, and then here the truth. Their only true love, their only flame, their only twin. Yeah, there has been hurt. 3 of Swords, definitely. That's what we've been seeing, and there's a healing needing to take place here. We have the World. Definitely, we're seeing long distance here. 2 people that are maybe worlds apart in the 3D, but also a completion of a cycle, a new chapter, being able to be reborn from that hurt. Yeah, the world again. It feels like this masculine wants to travel to the feminine. And definitely, we see here the depiction of the lion and also the deer that was here in the other deck. Peace beyond survival. They want peace. They want to resolve the split. But they have to go inside. And there has to be strength here to keep that space so that this healing can actually happen. Yeah. Page of Sword. I mean, they want to come with the truth. This is, it's holding its sword. Feel that the feminine is much more silent. Yeah, there definitely is a problem with communication or not being able to communicate. The feminine wants to stay in more silence, knows that this is the wise action right now, but we see the masculine wanting to go. Yeah. For what? Page of Cups. To show their love. Bring their love. It's pure love. It's a love of a kid. Perhaps this masculine needs to mature when it comes to their emotions. Yeah. Need to go into hermit mode. We have the hermit and the 10 of Cups. I mean, it cannot be clearer than that, guys. The light is internal. We need to go through this inner journey to get to this family, to this embodiment in the 3D of the union. But both the masculine and the feminine need to find this light within themselves and rebalance within themselves so that they can manifest this beautiful coming home. It's a cold journey, it's hard, it's cold, but we see that we're going towards the rainbow, towards happily ever after. And we see a masculine that is fearful that it lost its opportunity but doesn't want to miss it. That's why it's with all that energy here. Yeah, I mean, that's pure unconditional love. Ace of Cups, it's clear. And we have reversed the 9 of Swords, so coming out of, restless nights, not being able to sleep, anxiety, all of that. Because they know this is clear. This is the one. This is true love, this unconditional love. But again, this love, the one cup, needs to be found within the both of them. Let me just clarify with another deck here. A few cards, the situation. Let me ask you specifically for the masculine. Yeah, 10 of Wands. They feel exhausted, burdened. Maybe they go up on mountains, maybe they're a guide, tourist guide, or they feel that they've had to climb mountains, they have to do so much. They just feel tired, exhausted. We saw, not being able to sleep. Yeah, we have a 10 of Swords, 10-10 here. Again, this completion of a cycle. But again, 10-10 is also 11, right? 1-1. So this 10 of Swords, this feminine walking away here, has burdened the masculine. This is exhaustion is coming from the fact that the feminine went out there. And she went towards more tranquility, more serenity. But that action from the feminine brought this exhaustion, this sort of madness in the masculine. More about the masculine here. Yeah, I saw the 2 of Wands speaking up. So planning, organizing to come. We had the 8 of Swords coming through, so trying to get out of their own self-imprisonment. But we're seeing we sing the masculine planning, looking for its feminine. Five of Cups here came through in reverse. So yeah, there's been regrets, there's been all of that, but needing to get out of that, because again the Ace of Cups is here and they want victory. We have the Six of Wands, but they feel like they regret everything that happened here. More about the masculine, one more for the masculine. We have two here. Yeah, again this Nine of Sword followed by the Fool. So from this hell, from this darkness, they want to get out of that. They really regret it deeply. They want this new beginning. They want to take the risk again. That leap of faith. There's a deep regret here. Yeah, we have an Emperor here. Aries energy. They're taking charge. They're taking the lead now. Perhaps they hadn't done that before. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. So they're trying to get out of their emotional pain and get into this Emperor mode so that they don't miss this opportunity that they want. Ace of Pentacles, that is long-term, long-lasting. They want to offer you this loyalty, this commitment. Now for the feminine, please. Very quickly came here. Look. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what the feminine went for. Judgment. Queen of Cups. Nine of Cups. Queen of Cups. The feminine is rising. Look at how her soul is rising up. She has been connecting with the universe, with the divine, with her higher self. And tapping into her psychic abilities. Tapping into her internal magic to get into her own emotional fulfillment. Nine of Cups is emotional fulfillment by herself and being completely happy. She is finding that she needs to, only the divine can give her the answers, the insights towards and fulfill her emotions completely inside herself, by herself, this independence emotionally. And on her mind, yeah, there's a Ten of Pentacles. There's abundance, family, long-term, grounded commitment here. More for the Divine Feminine. I see strength coming through. Yeah, definitely the feminine is going through her spiritual rising. You have the Hierophant here, the ecstasy, finding this divine, unconditional, higher love here. That will encompass, of course, her twin, but it's within. Waking up to that, to the ecstasy, the bliss within herself. She's had to be really strong. She's wearing her heart here. She's very sensitive. But she had to rebalance the scales. Justice, number 11 again. The scales need to be balanced here. And so she has to find her own strength within herself. And this balancing, the Chariot energy here, Cancer, could be, has to do with balancing her light and her darkness. The white horse, the black horse. But being focused, being one-pointed, and charging forward into her life, into her own emotional fulfillment, into her own spirituality, into the realization of divine love, which will fulfill her heart, which will give her the presence needed, the strength needed to be and encounter her twin again in the three-dimensional field. Yeah, divine souls. So I hope this was helpful. I will see you very soon. Please do take care.